Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Rachel.
And welcome to LeisureBit. And today we're coming to you from the Nurseries in Mumby in Lincolnshire. So let's go and take a look around. We begin our journey with a brief stop off at the landmark cafe on the way to the Nurseries, which is in Mumby, Lincolnshire, which is going to be our home for the next couple of days. Nyanzi the Parrot gets reunited with her childhood sweetheart. We pop to the pub, of course. I take the bus into Mablethorpe and do a little bit of an explore, having a look at the beach and a little bit of the town centre. And then after I've had a look round the town centre, I then head to the seal sanctuary and animal centre. Let's get the journey started. On our way to the Nurseries, we made a stop at Willow Lakes and the landmark cafe. We'd spotted it on the way past and there was a couple of signs approaching it, and it looked nice, so we thought we would check it out. Dogs aren't allowed inside, so we sat outside, and they had a lovely range of farm produce, cakes, sausage rolls, paninis, all that kind of thing. There's also a bar for the right time of day. We'd had a lovely stop there, nice and refreshed. Let's get on with our journey. We'll now pick up the journey arriving into Mumby. The left-hand turn just coming up here takes you straight down to the Nurseries. We actually missed that turn and headed through the village and then just took the turn here just before the pub, and that took us back along and then down to the lane where the Nurseries is. It also gives you a little bit of a view of the walk down to the pub from the site. So now we're heading into the Nurseries at Mumby, and you just pass the farm here, just go past the house on the left-hand side, and then make a turning in right here, and that gets you to the Nurseries. So now we'll go and get checked in. Mark checked us in and then showed us to our pitch. We were on pitch number 1, which is just coming up now on the right-hand side. We'll get reversed onto the pitch now, and then we'll get set up. The pitch had a gravel hard standing and astroturf to the right-hand side, which was really helpful, as you weren't dragging any grass into the van, and Roxy loved it. If you watch Campsite Warden or the travel trolls on YouTube, you'll know about the Parrot. Here's why we're here today. Today we're at the Nurseries in Mumby, Lincolnshire, and we've come here at the request of Nyanzi, the Parrot. Named after her YouTube heroes, we met Nyanzi a few months ago by chance. Her children had flown the nest and she was in search of a long-lost childhood sweetheart. We found her in Iceland, where she came to see us after we'd stocked up on essentials. That's why mums goes to Iceland. Adopting us and perched on our shoulder, watching YouTube, Campsite Warden and the travel trolls, she spotted a long-lost childhood sweetheart. And we said we would take her to be reacquainted with her pal at the Nurseries. So that's why we're here at the Nurseries today. The site's really well kept and looked after, and the pitches we found were very spacious. It was lovely just sat listening to the bird song, and there was an abundance of wildlife and some lovely landscaping as well. The pitch we were on had a water tap, which was very handy, and an electrical outlet at 16 amps. There was also a grey water disposal point on the pitch. So we're just outside a reception here at the Nurseries, and the shop's open 24/7, running an honesty box system, which I think is brilliant. Very handy if you run out of something in the middle of the night, isn't it? So let's go and take a look inside. It's a really handy selection of things here, and everything you could possibly need, especially for things you've forgotten. You can get Nurseries cushions. the cafe through there. And a very handy room with lots of information, leaflets, games, jigsaws, books and DVDs. There's even a handy little chair so you can sit and read. Brilliant. Got waste and recycling here. There's a washing up area behind me, and ladies and gents toilets and showers. There's a water point here, but there's also water on the pitch that we're on. And we've got back here, and there's a Rachel. If you wander along here, you come to an exit which takes you to a dog walk. Here it is. It's very handy having the side access here to the lane. You can get to it as well from the front of the site, and it's lovely being able to go and either go for a walk yourself or take your dog for a walk. So here's the way back into the site from the lane. Cracking little area here to walk your dog round. Do remember though to pick up after your dog. In typical Roxy fashion, she very quickly realised that there was a ditch and made her way into it. Well, you can expect nothing less, can you? Let's head back into sight.
Let's go through.
Let's see the nurseries from above. After a lovely afternoon at the nurseries, we decided to make our way to the Red Lion in Mumby. So we're going to make a left turn now and head down towards the pub. It's about a 10-minute stroll to the pub. Nice church opposite the end of the road. And if we just make a left-hand turn now, we're heading down towards the Red Lion pub. There's a children's play area just outside of the pub and parking at the pub as well. And here we are at the Red Lion.
Wasn't Parrot at all, was it?
No, it's not too far. We'd called the Red Lion before visiting. We'd got the number off the website just to make sure there was space for us on the evening and to reserve a table. We found the pub nice and cosy, and there was a good range of drinks and food available too. Cheers! There was some interesting decorative ornaments around the pub, plenty of red lions. On the Wednesday night, Rachel had the pie and I had the piri-piri chicken. We'd enjoyed it on the Wednesday evening, so we went back again on the Thursday evening. I had the lion burger, which was massive. Didn't have a starter though. And Rachel had the hunter's chicken. After we'd had our meal, we made our way back to the site. And then the next morning, there was a lovely sunrise. So just wandering down to the bus stop, which is located near the Red Lion pub, which we were at last night. So we're off on the bus into Mablethorpe to have a look round and a bit of an explore. It took about 10 minutes to get to the bus stop here from the campsite, and it's just close to the pub, which is just a little way down there, and it's pretty much opposite the church. We'll just take a quick look at the church now. This is the bus stop to head in Mablethorpe direction. The bus stop to head in Skegness direction is at the other end of the village, where we came in when we drove in. Here's the bus. It takes about half an hour to get from Mumby to Mablethorpe on the bus. The bus fare was very reasonable at just £2 for a single ticket. So here we are on the top deck of the double-decker on our way to Mablethorpe. This is the first place the bus stops in Mablethorpe, at the bus station, and then it heads on to the seal sanctuary, or the north end of Mablethorpe. I got off the bus at the north end and wandered up past the seal sanctuary as it didn't open till 10 o'clock, so I thought I'd have a little stroll. It's a little footpath that walks past the seal sanctuary. Just going to have a wander along there, part of England coastal path. Nice blossom on the trees and bushes at this time of year. Just making the way to the beach now, through the sand dunes. Quite a nice walk. And here we are at the beach. Given it was over half an hour until the seal sanctuary opened, I decided to take a wander along the beach, back in the direction I'd come through on the bus, into Mablethorpe. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to get from where I came out on the beach, along here to the promenade. Captain Jack's Adventure Golf here. That looks quite fun. And fish and chips. Little bit too early though. You can see some of the fairground rides in the distance. Now at the Seal Sanctuary and Wildlife Centre, so let's go and take a look around. Firstly, let's look at the parrots, the cockatiels and the cockatoos. There's arrows to guide you around the sanctuary and various little places to explore. Hello.
Just literally up there, she's just round that fence here. Because it's slowly getting breeding time, the boys bother her a bit. The 3 against 1 isn't fair, so we kind of have to move her own little pool. And she's fine in there. We do the same with the greys as well. When it's greys breeding time, we put Billy in a separate pool.
Cracking time there at the Seal Sanctuary and Animal Centre. Definitely recommended, worth a trip. It was £13 for an adult and I think it was well worth it. Had a good look round there. After I'd finished in the Seal Sanctuary and Wildlife Centre, I jumped on a bus from there which took me to the centre of Mablethorpe where I'd wandered around earlier, and I decided to grab something for lunch and have a little bit more look around before making my way to the bus stop to head back. Worth noting that just opposite the bus stop at the bus station there is motorhome parking available. I've now jumped on the bus and heading back to Mumby. The bus stops at the opposite end of the village, which is the area we came in, so Skegness end of the village. And then to head back to the nurseries, we head down this lane, wander down, cross over at the crossroads, which is the way we should have come in originally in the van, and then just wander back down to the site. On the Friday morning before leaving, we thought we'd treat ourselves to some breakfast, and the lovely Mark cooked us up an absolutely lovely dish. The cafe's dog friendly as well. Look at that. Wow. And, as you can see, Nyanzi was reunited. So Rachel, what have you thought of the nurseries in Mumby, Lincolnshire?
I have had a brilliant time. We have met some great people, so we've met the trolls and we've met Neil, the Campsite Warden, which was just brilliant. These guys are just so funny. Roxy has thoroughly enjoyed the walks down the lane and she even went in the ditch. The sun has come out. It is beautiful, and what a great little walk to the pub for some food as well. Brilliant, exceptional, more than anticipated. What about you?
I think obviously we've watched Neil and also seen the site on Travel Trolls. It's been better than we expected, and I can't really explain it because you saw the site, but there's just something a little bit more magical about it when you're actually here than ever comes across in a video. And I imagine our video will be the same. I don't think it does it justice because it's just been so peaceful and relaxing. It's been fantastic looking at the birds flying around in the sky, just to be clear on that one. And yeah.
We went to the pub as well, didn't we, last night, and that was really nice.
Yes. Yeah, it's been an absolute cracking sight. Even the rabbit enjoyed it this morning.
You went to Mablethorpe, didn't you?
I did indeed.
Tell me about Mablethorpe.
So, that was good. I enjoyed it. It was quite a long walk. If you go there and you're going to visit the animal sanctuary and, the Seal Sanctuary and Animal Centre, it's probably worth getting the bus. There is a little bus. It's £1.60, I think it is, to get the bus that goes between the 2 points. I walked along the beach this morning because it wasn't open, so I thought I'd take a walk along. Had a quick look around Mablethorpe. Definitely didn't go to Greg's for breakfast. And then
Did you go to Greg's for breakfast?
and then wandered back along This time on the road just behind there, where the signpost pointed, as you've seen in the video. But it was a fair old walk, so if you don't fancy the walk, obviously walking's good for you. If you don't fancy the walk, you can get a bus there. And I couldn't get away from the fact of how good the bus fare was. £2 each way, but £2.
From the site to Mablethorpe?
Yes, or from the site to Skegness. So, cracking deal there. You know, big thumbs up on the bus company there for doing it at that price, because it's brilliant, and it's about a 10-minute walk from the site. Recommended. Something a little bit different. And if we come again, we'll go the other direction and we'll check out Skegness. Here's a little snippet of something we've got coming up on Thursday night where we chat to the Campsite Warden.
Hang on a second, right. Take 2. Confessions of a Campsite Warden.
Tick-tock, you're on the clock.
Thank you very much for having a chat.
It's been great time.
Do you know, I've really enjoyed it,
Yeah, no, it's been really good. And if you want to come and book with us, go to webholidayparks.co.uk and go and find my own YouTube channel. Just put in Campsite Warden.
We'll pop links in the description to both of those.
Good idea, that. I think at this stage, I think I'm going to go. I'll let them say goodbye.
Thank you for watching.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Is there